It has been a month, actually, since the PCSRA Autozone Amateur Series was on track at Daytona. And now they're getting set for their second race of the season at a new venue, Castle Gorge, up in Seattle, Washington. Good afternoon, race fans. Welcome to Castle Gorge Speedway as we get set for the second race of the season for the PCSRA Autozone Amateur Series. I'm Daniel Voles up here in the booth. As we begin our split weekend, I was trying to put the pencil on my ear. Here I have on my desk here in the commentator box. Yeah. And my executive producer is just working on some stuff. Getting ready for what should be a fun one. This is the Cinnabon 100. Yeah, I was going to do 200 laps, but I said, 100 laps sounds like a better here on a short track. And this track kind of reminds you like a mini version of Pocono Raceway is what this track reminds you. And these drivers are going to have to do this for 100 laps. As Aaron Hornish starts on the pole position, Aaron Hornish comes into the race. By the way, here's the points coming into this race. And rookie points. As I'm going to go ahead and bring the... Whoops, that's not the schedule. Or not the roster. I want the roster, you derping hyena. There's the roster. Aaron Hornish finished 12th. Or no, finished 11th last time out at Daytona. Alongside of him is Ariel Moore, who had a dismal run, finished 31st last time out. Michael Anderson and Daisy Flowers complete the second row. Daisy Flowers 33rd or 32nd rather last week. Michael Anderson on the flip side finished in the top 10 at last week's race. Here's the rest of your starting grid for today's Cinnabon 100. Esther Roberts won last time out, starting right towards mid-pack.
Holy cow.
If you're hearing a little rain in the background, that's because it's been raining outside all day and thundering, so just letting you all know. We're going to go back to Aaron Hornish, who is on pole. All right, there we go. So coming into the that's not the list, Voiles. GG. There's the list. There we go. So Esther Roberts comes into this race as your points leader. I'm gonna scoot NR. I'm gonna scoot this over here, right here. Currently is the points leader by 10 points over Natalie Fisher. Ben Carpenter is third. Lucas Albon fourth, and Tina Jones complete your top five. That's Michael Anderson, Marcus Thatcher, Jennifer Power, Stephanie Carlson, that's who it is. She's ninth, and Nina Cambridge completes the top 10. It's time to get these cars rolling out onto the track. Command has already been given. I'm going to put this on TV too. So we'll see if Esther Roberts can keep her consistency going. The weather report: 70 degrees, winds blowing northwest at 10 miles an hour, but it is a sunny day. I've seen Castle Gorge on NR 2003 from other series, and a lot of times, as they're going through turn 2, a lot of times about Castle Gorge going through turn number 2, drivers try to go 3 wide, and it ends in disaster. Let's hope that doesn't happen here today, even though it will. But here we go, the second race of the season. The Cinnabon 100 is green. Let's go racing in the Autozone Amateur Series, boys and girls. Last time out at Daytona, we did not have a caution. I think we could have a yellow here today, as Michael Anderson has taken over the race lead. He'll lead the first lap. And these cars are really going through the corners really good. They're giving each other plenty of room. I like this track where passing is really good. Daytona was calm and clean. What will this race provide is the 12 of Aaron Hornish passing the 2 on the high side. Michael Anderson having a very good run. And he's going to... Oh, did he lead that lap? Oh, the 12 got him. How much? 1/1000th of a second. These 2 cars like way below that white line, which is legal. You can go below the white line. Unlike what happened a month ago at Daytona. See, the pack's split up a bit. Kevin Lambert's back here. Angela Thornburg is also back here as well. Tina Jones had a good run at Daytona. They're going 3 wide. That's never a good option there. That's Jennifer Power in the 43. Next are the 18 of Amy Pruitt. And who's that on the outside? That's the 44 of Luca Rosso. Luca Rosso from Italy. Of course, he's not running for Rookie of the Year due to the fact he made more than 10 starts in the Autozone Amateur Series last season. Esther Roberts, the points leader, who won Daytona a month ago. Currently in the 8th position. As things stand, she would keep the points lead heading into our next AutoZone Amateur Series race, which will be the Sonoma Raceway. The same weekend, we'll have the Monster Energy Series drivers at that track. Some of these AutoZone Amateur Series drivers might have a crack at the Truck Series in the near future. Kevin Lambert, something's going on with his car. Same with Tina Jones and Daniel McAllister. Allister, 21st in points, not the run he would have liked. There's Alex Winters. Finished currently 14th in the points, had an okay run at Daytona. There's Patrick Combs. Liliana Beta on the outside, following, getting passed by Blake Peppers. Right in front of her is the 27, that's Blake Morris. Blake Morris is dead last in points. As Amy Pruitt trying to get around Luca Rosso. They have already gotten around Jennifer Power. Ooh, they're 3 wide with a 48 of Drake Robertson. That was really close. All right, go back up here to the front. Looks like lead change. Aaron Hornish has retaken the lead. Ariel Moore in second, trying to hold off as here comes the... Who's that on the outside? Is that the 07? That's the 07 of Ryan Madison. Man, he had a good run off turn number 2. You can pass on this track, and these drivers, they can pass inside, outside. They have a lot of room to pass. One thing is you don't want to get loose when you're trying to make the pass. Otherwise, that could really hurt your momentum. A little spread out. Hornish still leads as the leaders are spread out. Looks like Kevin Lambert's got more problems. They're gonna have to hope for a caution here. Jennifer Power. There's Drake Robertson. Of course, there's going to be sometimes this season where the AutoZone Amateur Series will kick off the race weekend right before either a Coca-Cola Truck Series, Buffalo Wild Wings, and Monster Energy Series race happens. As Ariel Moore has taken the lead. We talked about Esther Roberts, a female driver who won last time out. Can Ariel Moore win here today? We'll have to find out. As we got a wreck in the back, and that's a yellow flag. Yellow flag is out. That's Alyssa Albon and Zach Lambert. Let's take a look at the replay here. Our first caution of the day and of the season, because we didn't have a yellow at Daytona. And boy, the 11 had a heck of a run. 5 just didn't see the 11 there. It's too late. Looks like Liliana Beta, looks like she got a piece of the 5. And surprisingly, we got away with a 2-car incident. So our first caution, trying to make sure nobody backed into one another. They're just trying to get lined up, but they'll be all right. Once they get lined up, we'll be good to go. Okay, there we go. Looks like everybody's in line. Trying to get in line. Looks like they got themselves situated. Good job to the drivers, making sure they put themselves in a correct line. Man, they went 16 laps before our first yellow of this race. Go up to our Dodge Charger pace car. The sheriff is in town, as I like to say. So Aaron Moore, the leader, nobody out of the race from that incident. The 2 cars that spun continued. Now we're going to have a single file restart here at Castle Gorge. I have to get back underway here in the Cinnabon 100 here at Castle Gorge. Green flag back in the air. We're back to racing. Give them a while for these drivers to get back to side-by-side racing like what we had in the early going. Not sure what happened to Kevin Lambert, why he was losing ground. I mean, this is not an aerodynamic track. I mean, this is a short track for these drivers. But when we go to Sonoma in 3 weeks' time, that will be a different story. Esther Roberts back here in the 12th position. The gal that was trying to run her down for the points lead is 19th. So now where's Ben Carpenter, 3rd in points? He's up there in 9th. So Ben Carpenter could be the points leader heading into our next AutoZone Amateur Series race in 3 weeks at Sonoma. So we're coming up to the 1/4 mark in the race. Let me go ahead and give you our race calendar. We're here at Castle Gorge. After this race, I'll get on an airplane to fly down to Auto Club Speedway of Southern California to call tomorrow morning's Buffalo Wild Wings Series non-charter race, and also tomorrow afternoon's Buffalo Wild Wings Series race, which I'm definitely looking forward to calling those races tomorrow. Dan McAllister getting passed by the 11 of Zach Lambert, who brought the yellow. Oh, yellow's out. That was the 20 of Natasha Drummond, excuse me. No doubt the yellow is out for the 2nd time today. A lot of damage, and that looked like a single car incident, as we're at the 1/4 mark of this race. Let's take a look at the replay here. Looks like Drummond didn't see Tina Jones coming, and it was too little too late. Sent the Crescent Toyota into the safer barrier. Good thing there were safer barriers here. Zach Lambert nearly got a piece of it. And now the pace car just trying to get the field caught back up. They had to slow way down for the pace car to get caught up. And that's what the field's going to do right now. Wait for the pace car to get him caught back up. Oh, somebody's smoking. Oh, Blake Pepper's on pit road. going to go back to green flag racing. And the 7 is out of the race. Oh, Blake Peppers was smoking. And now the 48 has also dropped out of the race. That's Drake Robertson. Looks like an engine failure. Looked like the 7 plowed in the back of somebody. As we have 34 of our 36 on the lead lap. I think the 7 hit the barrels is what happened. Back to green. So it looks like Blake Peppers will be going to the care center because that is a crash related. Peppers, where did Blake Peppers? He was 16th in points entering. He finished 16th last week or last time out rather at Daytona. That is not the right list there. Good job, me. And Pete Ramirez is going to go for the race lead. Of course, Chevrolet won last time out at Daytona. That was like a month ago. But Ryan Madison's going to keep the lead. Tough break for Blake Peppers. Drake Robertson, where was he in points? Drake came into this race. We got 3 wide between Madison, Moore, and that's Pete Ramirez in the 35. 35 led that lap. I'm trying to find Drake Robertson in points while this battle is going on. Robertson 27th in points, so that's not a good points day for that 48 team as Ariel Moore currently the leader. So far we've had 2 cautions here and pretty good racing we're seeing here. Pretty good racing in the Autozone Amateur Series. Of course, if it was ARC, it would be a board fest, but since this series has the same ratings as one another, give some underdogs a chance to show what they got. Great crowd on hand. All the seats are full here at Castle Gorge. We're going to go on board the 07 and take you a lap around this track. Going through turn 1, we're going to do a lap. Wish this track was at night. This is almost like Craftsman Speedway you see on NASCAR 08. This is really a fun track to race at, if you ask me. As Ariel Moore has taken the race lead. Like I said, this track kind of reminds you like a mini Pocono. Or Saugus. Check the back of the field here. Zach Lambert, not sure what's wrong with Zach Lambert's car. That's a tough break for Zach. A lot of drivers that had good runs at Daytona. Some of them having some mediocre runs. Some drivers who struggled. There's Natalie Fisher. She was 2nd in points coming out of this race. Because there's the points leader right there. Points leader 16th. See where Lucas Albon. Oh, we got a crash. Oh, it's a big crash. Oh, that's our leaders. The leaders have crashed. Yellow is out for the 3rd time, and Aaron Hornish has taken the lead. Ah, man. They were battling for the lead. That was Ariel Moore. Let's see what happened here. Our 3rd caution of the day as we're nearing the midway point of this race. Same thing happened in turn 2. Looks like she thought didn't clear Peach Ramirez, and Peach just got loose, collected that was the 07 of Ryan Madison, took all 3 cars in the wall, and how we got away with only a 3-car incident, I'll never know. Everyone did a great job, and Aaron Hornish was the big beneficiary as he's going to take the lead. This has been a very action-packed but fun race, if you ask me. Check the pace car. They're going to go one more. All right. As we're nearing the midway point of this race, nobody out of the race. All 34 will continue on. Back to green. There's Daisy Flowers in 2nd. Daisy Flowers, 33rd in points, so very good run from her. Tommy Montgomery. Of course, we do have another Montgomery. That's Todd Montgomery. This is his younger brother, Tommy. Of course, his brother, Todd Montgomery, is a former champion in the PCSRA and now in the Monster Energy Series. Tommy Montgomery, 2nd year in the Autozone Amateur Series. 25th in points coming in this race, so well-needed run for him. And here comes Daisy Flowers. That high side is working. If you can get a good run on the high side off of turn 2, that could really help you get your momentum going. And look at that. She's about to take the lead. She's got to build some momentum. But you could slip up some point on the track. Man, that outside line, we're thinking inside's the place to be. Boy, I'm wrong. Looks like the outside line is really working. She thought she was going to go for the lead, but couldn't pass the 12 as Ryan Madison's back here. Alyssa Albon, by the way, came into this race 19th in the points, so definitely going to take a hit in the points. Peach Ramirez. '30th, she could not afford a bad race. Kevin Lambert slowly but surely working his way up through the front. And Aaron Hornish, we're past the halfway point here in today's race. A lot of people have asked me how excited am I to bring this AutoZone Amateur Series back, but under the controls of, myself. It's fun to bring this series back. This series, still needs to be developed a lot in the NR community. This is kind of, and as I said at Daytona, this is like the Arkham Menard series of the PCSRA, if you ask me. Of course, the name it used to be called Hershey's Amateur Series. Now it's the AutoZone Amateur Series. the PCSRA Autozone Amateur Series. That will still be there. Because you've had names like Paul Michaels, who's now in the Monster Energy Series. You have Wayne Lopez, who ran in Monster Energy. You have a lot of good talent in this field that raced in, that's currently either in other series or in the main series, the Monster Energy Series, excuse me. How about the rookie? How about the zero car of Stephanie Carlson, the only Iceland driver in the field? And she's having a great run. And she came in this race 9th in the points, so that's pretty good for that zero team. Strange to see the zero on track without the name Quincy Jones. Of course, Quincy Jones is running in the Truck Series. Quincy Jones, I believe, will be moving up to the Buffalo Wild Wings Series next season. There's Angela Thornburg back here in 30th. Ever since Alyssa Albon got spun in our first yellow, she has not fully recovered. Which is really going to suck. Which really sucks, and that's a tough break for her. Blake Morris in the 27. His brother Robert announced today, which I know silly season may be a little early, but Robert Morris announced today he'll be going full-time in the Buffalo Wild Wings Series next season. Of course, he's going to possibly run a part-time schedule later this season for Joe Gibbs Racing in the 54 Supra in the Buffalo Wild Wings Series, to help him get some experience, as Curtis Glover has taken a race lead. Curtis Glover from Wyoming. The city of Cheyenne, Wyoming. Of course, it's a lot colder up there. Of course, we never met Curtis Glover on this channel before, and surprisingly, he's doing a good job leading this race. Curtis Glover, 29th in the points. Not the start of the season he would have liked, but like I said, that was after Daytona. I mean, Daytona is Daytona. Here, you know, we're going to see how these drivers are made of. So, yeah, because we don't know how they will do on road courses like Sonoma we're coming up to in 3 weeks' time. And this is a neat thing about these 36 drivers, is they come from all walks of life. You know, they may be different. They may be from different countries. They may be from different states, whatever. They have one common goal that they all have in common. All 36 of these drivers, they have one goal in common: to reach the top and reach the summit of trying to make it into what is now the Monster Energy Series. That is their ultimate goal. And the sucky part for Tina Jones and all that, Tina Jones was in the bubble spot. Because for those of you that did not watch Daytona, new for this season, as looks like the 11 of Zach Lambert has blown up and taken his car behind the wall. Tough break for Zach Lambert, 23rd in the points. He's going to take a hit. But getting back to what I was talking about, the reason I bring up Tina Jones, who's going to definitely take a hit, if you finish top 5 in the point standings, because remember, this series does not have a playoff system, you get a charter for next season for the Truck Series. And you guarantee yourself a Truck Series ride next season, because you will take the charter away from the five drivers who will lose their charters. We have a crash in turn number 2, and that's the 18 who has gone around. That's Amy Pruitt, as the yellow is out again. Boy, Amy Pruitt, tough break for her. Was running 13th at the time. Let's see what happened. Oh, this one was 3 wide. Got the points leader collected. Yeah, I don't think Amy Pruitt thought she was... I don't think Pruitt was clear and committed male abuse on the 44. That's Luca Rosso, and got the points leader swept up into it. A little bit of damage to the back end. Trying to think what that's... Of that Lynx Capital Toyota Camry. So a tough break for her as Tommy Montgomery will lead as we are getting closer to the end of this thing. Get back up to the pace car. And another thing about this series is consistency is going to be really a key. So, yeah. They're saying Nina Cambridge is 2 laps down in the 33rd position. I don't know where she's at. Damn it, I hit the wrong driver. Oh, she's on pit road. Well, that explains it. So something must be wrong with that 15 car. So that's a tough break for Nina Cambridge, 10th in the points. Now, in regards to Nina Cambridge, as far as her little situation concerns, even if she finished top 5 in the point standings, it would go to the next highest driver in points. As they're still working on that 15 car. Not sure what's up with the 15. I don't know if she blew up or not. We're going to find out. I think she just came to pit road. Okay, this would explain the tail. Oh, whoops, that's not it. Looks like she had a mechanical problem. Looks like it's terminal. So that might be the end of the day for Nina Cambridge, and that's a tough break, as I said, 10th in the points. So a lot of drivers had good runs at Daytona, not the runs they would have liked. A lot of drivers who struggled at Daytona are having good runs here today. So we're definitely going to be seeing a point shakeup heading into our next race at Sonoma. And these drivers will go... We'll have to turn left and right as we get ready for our first road race of the season. Of course, this series will be paired up with the Monster Energy Series drivers because they will be going to Sonoma once we're done with Martinsville and Darlington. Most of the races the Autozone Amateur Series are going to be paired up is with either the Buffalo Wild Wings Monster Energy Series or just the Monster Energy Series competitors alone, or all 3 series. As the 15 has not returned to the racetrack, so looks like the problem is terminal, and looks like that is the end of the day for Nina Cambridge as she has climbed out of that 15 cars. They still can't fix whatever's wrong with that car. Tough break for Nina Cambridge, but we'll see her in a couple of days. We'll see her at Auto Club. Of course, she's going to be on the plane with me as we head to Auto Club Speedway. Of course, Nina Cambridge came from Phoenix International Raceway from the Monster Energy Series race at Phoenix last week. She was using that race to help her out for this one. As Curtis Glover still leads this race. Yep, 15's not going anywhere. It looks like whatever the problem is, it's terminal. Yep. So she's still stuck on pit road, and that's a shame. So going to take a hit in the points. We're going to have a big, like I said, we're going to have a point shakeup heading into our next race. Tommy Montgomery, I wonder what he learned from his brother, Todd. Wonder what these drivers were thinking about after having that month break in between Daytona and this race. As Aaron Hornish currently the leader. Hornish is going to move himself through the point standings as he came in this race, as I said, 12th in the points, and with a number of drivers ahead of him in points had troubles today. He's definitely going to be inside the top 10 in the points. And like I said, there's no playoffs in this series. All it is consistency, and at the end of the season, if you finish top 5 in the point standings, you have a charter for the Truck Series next season, if for those that don't have a Truck Series ride. Nina Cambridge can focus on the Monster Energy Series after this season. That is probably her ultimate goal, because she is racing in the Monster Energy Series after all. Of course, contact there. I think that was the 6 and somebody else. That was Marcus Sellers and Michael Anderson who made contact, but they keep it together. And Daisy Flowers is going to take the lead as a result. Of course, Venturini Motorsports has a 35 entry in the Buffalo Wild Wings Series. Of course, they only made one start this season. As Daisy Flowers trying to hold on the lead, but going to lose it to Ingrid Pollard. I haven't talked much about Ingrid Pollard today. Currently 17th in points after finishing 17th last week. There's Ryan Madison, not the run he would like. He came in his race 11th in the point standings. Some of these drivers that got caught up in incidents, they have not fully recovered. And there's the points leader, Esther Roberts. There's Natalie Fisher running. She's 18. She came in this race 2nd in the points. So looks like Esther is ahead of one driver. Where's the 94, Ben Carpenter? He is 7th. He was 3rd in points. As Ingrid Pollard currently the leader. Coming up to 10 laps of racing to go here in the Autozone Amateur Series race here at Castle Gorge. This series is going to have a lot of short tracks and a few super speedways. As Daisy Flowers going to lead, as we are now 10 to go. After the race is over, I will show you your full standings, so that way you don't have to see the point standings heading into your next AutoZone Amateur Series race. I'll basically go through the top 10 of the points. I will put my phone down, and we'll get ready to show you the point standings and give you my review on this race and all that good stuff. Oh no, there goes Tommy Montgomery in the wall. And he was 3rd, and that was not a yellow flag. Looks like he might have saved it. Then a half spin, and in the wall he goes. And now it's the Venturini Motorsports 1-2 with Ingrid Pollard and Daisy Flowers possibly battling for the win. I don't think they're going to have lap traffic to deal with anytime soon. Seven to go as Ingrid Pollard leads. A lot of these drivers trying to make it into this race, or trying to make it in the Truck Series. Great run for Ingrid Pollard after a struggling start at Daytona. Or actually, let me rephrase that. After an okay run at Daytona. Daisy Flowers on the flip side had a disappointing run at Daytona, so a nice run from her. And now it's a Venturini Motorsports 1-2, but is that group going to catch these two before it's all said and done? Something tells me yes, but they may run out of time before it's all said and done. We'll have 4 laps of racing to go here in the AutoZone Amateur Series race here at Castle Gorge. Really? Like, oh, we got a crash. We got a crash in the back. And that's what they didn't want to see as a yellow. Oh, no, it's a big... The points leader's in it. Esther Roberts was collected. Same with Dalton Jacobs. Oh, this changes everything. And they took the caution with 4 to go. This race might end under the yellow if I'm correct. Let's see what happened. 97. That's Esther Roberts. Unless this starts up with Dalton Jacobs. Let's see. This race might have just ended under the yellow. It looks like that's no. Yep, 57 gets a piece of the 32, sends him up into the wall. Tommy Montgomery did a good job not getting collected, and there's the hit the 97 took. Who was that just snuck through there? That was Liliana Beta. Holy cow, she did a great job missing that, but the points leader out of the race. Dalton Jacobs might be out of the race too. I don't know if this race will end under the yellow or not. It looks like we might have just ended this race under the yellow. And, yep, this race is going to end under the yellow. And looks like Ingrid Pollard is going to take the victory here today. As here she comes through 3 and 4. One proud young lady. It's 2 for 2 for the ladies. And Ingrid Pollard will win the Cinnabon 100. Add a girl to that 55 team. Sponsored by, what's the sponsor? The Dean Custom Air Toyota. And they made it a Venturini Motorsports 1-2. So, Billy Venturini proud of his drivers. And they will make it a 1-2. Standings are now official. I'm going to go ahead and export that. So Ingrid Pollard will win this race. Daisy Flowers so close, but will settle for second. Still a great run from Daisy, who had a struggling race at Daytona. Curtis Glover came home in third. Great run for Curtis, 29th in points. He's going to move up. Aaron Hornish will win Rookie of the Race, 12th in points. He's going to be in the top 10 of the points leaving today. Stephanie Carlson, the only Iceland driver in the field, 9th in points, going to remain in the top 10 of the points leaving today. Ben Carpenter, 6th. He might have just taken the points lead heading into our next race in 3 weeks with a 6th place result. Marcus Sellers came home in 7th. Good run for Sellers. Sellers came into this race 34th in points, so a well-needed run from Sellers. Michael Anderson will stay in the top 10 of the points after an 8th place result. Jennifer Power came home in 9th. Good run from her. And Paul Walker will complete the top 10 in the 10th position. Walker, 35th in points. So a lot of drivers who struggled at Daytona had good runs today. A lot of drivers who had good runs at Daytona didn't do that well. As you look on down through the remainder of the finishing results. Looking here, trying to see. Points leader is going to finish 31st, Esther Roberts. She was your winner at Daytona. Natalie Fisher, 19th. She came this race second in the points. But with Ben Carpenter finishing ahead of those drivers, there you go. Not sure what happened to Carolina Bradley, why she was a lap down, unless it was a little error on the track. But she was the last car that finished the race. 6 drivers did not finish the race, of course. Esther Roberts, Dalton Jacobs, who were involved in that wreck, they already climbed out of their cars and they were okay. Nina Cambridge out of the race with what was wrong with that car. And then Zach Lambert, Drake Robertson, and Blake Peppers did not make it to the checker flag. They were all behind the wall and out of the race, which all of those drivers have been released from the care center. So that's good news there. So, boy, a lot of drivers struggled at Daytona. Good runs today. A lot of drivers who had good runs at Daytona didn't have good runs today. So, going to be interesting. So, stay right here, ladies and gentlemen, because on the other side of the break, as I'm going to go ahead and mute this, we're going to show your point standings heading into your next AutoZone Amateur Series race. So, stay right here. We'll be right back. after these commercial messages. And so I'm going to go ahead and give you your points since you've already... So, that was a good race, actually. I mean, that track really provided some good racing. I'm going to also make a new track. Give me 1 second. Let me do this real quickly. I forgot to do this, and I need to make sure I do this right. Oh, let's do this. IRP. Oh, it's a 0. CGS. Castle Gorge. I gotta put a new track in here. .875. And I think it was, I'm gonna put, a 0. I want to make sure it looks like a 0. So while I'm doing this, make sure, Milwaukee Mile, let's see, it was a 2. I'm going to have to put it a 2. Castle Gorge is a 2. Okay, there you are. So it's a 2. All right. Now it's into the game. I can go ahead and... Wait, did I reprocess the results? No, I did not. Shit. Okay, let's try it again. Alright. Alright. Cinnabon 100. 5 cautions for 24 laps, 10 leaders, 29 lead changes. Not too bad for a short track. Boy, Aaron Hornish led the most laps and lost. Well, we already know what that's going to be. That's probably going to be a U Blue. And I think Carolina Bradley might have had something wrong with the car and had to teleport to pit road or something. Is probably why she got scored -1. That's just my opinion. All right, let's go ahead and generate the files. All files have been generated. Okie dokie, ladies and gentlemen. Behold, the point standings. So it looks like Ben Carpenter did take the points lead as I was correct, and it's now a 13-point cushion over, as I'm going to get the driver's list back up here. That's Stephanie Carlson and Michael Anderson. They're tied for second. Aaron Hornish with his 4th place result is now 4th, and 5th is Ingrid Pollard, who moved her way up through the point standings. Then we have Lucas Albon, Jennifer Parrott, Natalie Fisher. I'm trying to make sure I don't derp. Marcus Thatcher lost 2 spots. Tina Jones in 10th. She lost 5 spots. There's a look at the rest of the points. Here's the look at the Rookie of the Year standings. This is going to be really a close battle for Rookie of the Year here today. Well, that was a fun race today at Castle Gorge. It was a really good race. I thought the racing was really calm, collective. Of course, it was a typical short track racing because cautions breed cautions. But congratulations, nevertheless, to Ingrid Pollard on her first career win in the Autozone Amateur Series, if I'm not mistaken. Well, we still got to cap off our race weekend, though, as trucks are still off. It is Buffalo Wild Wings and Monster Energy Series racing coming your way from the Auto Club Speedway of Southern California. Hope you guys tune in for that. Hope you guys enjoyed today's race at Castle Gorge. I'm definitely going to bring this track back next season, if you know what I mean. So that was a very good short track racing. I hope you guys enjoyed some entertainment racing. If you did, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to become part of the PCSRA crew today. We've shown your full finish results. You're looking on your screen, your point standings and rookie points. Heading into your next AutoZone Amateur Series race, which will be in 3 weeks' time at Sonoma Raceway. And yeah, we hope you guys enjoyed the broadcast. Thanks for watching this great race from Castle Gorge. We'll see you guys at Sonoma in 3 weeks' time. Till then, I've been Dean DeVos, the Blue Hedgehog, signing out. And you have been watching yet another broadcast, courtesy of the PCSRA, The best in racing around the world since 2017. So long from Castle Gorge. We'll see you at Auto Club tomorrow, everybody. Goodbye, everybody.